to eternity. With pure emotion, I overflow. Will you stay with me here and let the waves unfold? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Na, 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 na. Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Na, 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 na. Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir.
エクスカリバーバット敗血大釜念力この俺が切り裂いてやるわ
愛と平和の大地神聖プレイシリアクタのごとき人間の命など救って何になるというのです。
人の使命とはすなわち星によって導かれし運命。セイントの使命はこの世にはびこる悪を打ち砕くこと。
黙りなさい。
キャッネビラ
満月天山。
愛を知らぬあなたに人を罰する資格などありません。やっ
いいでしょう、見るがいい。このアルテミス自らがあなたを成敗いたします。
愛と平和の大地
愚かな成敗します。レイドアロー
センター
リアクサのごとき人間の命など救って何になるというのです。レイドアロー逃がさないよ。ホーリーシャイン。
少々手荒くなるが許せ。赤目どうした。怨霊暴魂。今こそ真の強さを見せてやる。無益な殺生はしたくない。さあ殺してくれるぞ。冥界変更。一瞬のうちに葬ってやろう。ギャラクシアンエクスプロージョン。 潰してやるぞ。やっ
星雲祈願、引き下がるという選択肢はないのよ。風は許さぬ。スタンフォールプロフェシー、スタンフォールプロフェシー、はあ、まだまだスターオーシャン。不本意ではあるけれど、ここは私がお相手しましょう。
俺に任せとけ。でも俺は同じ年頃のそこをどけ、セイントよ。食らえ任せろザコ。受けてみろ。
安らかな眠りにつきなさい。どこへなりと去りなさい。
この私が行きましょう。失せろ。死ね。大腕どうした。いざ鉄槌を下さん。
コスモよ。
この俺が切り裂いてやるわ。ぜいそれ。死ね。食らえ。天竜剣。コスモが燃えている限り諦めちゃダメだ。燃え上がれ。くらえ。僕は人を傷つけたくないんだ。
熱く燃やせ、奇跡を起こせ。傷ついたままじゃいないと誓い合った遥かな未来。映画じゃファンタジー、そうせ夢だけは誰も曲げない心の翼だから。Saint Seiya少年バリュー。Saint Seiya明日の勇者。Oh yeah Saint Seiya 目がさすのように。Saint Seiya 今こそ羽ばたけ。
浄化の光。天魔降伏。高速キャリバー氷結リンゴ。二重人格を切り裂け。絶対レードの剣。アリエス最大の剣。スコーレットライオンサイクロン。 クスカリバーバット敗血大釜念力この俺が切り裂いてやるわ
愛と平和の大地神聖フルイン
シリアクタのごとき人間の命など救って何になるというのです。
人の使命とはすなわち星によって導かれし運命セイントの使命はこの世にはびこる悪を打ち砕くこと
黙りなさい。
キャッレビラ
満月天山。
愛を知らぬあなたに人を罰する資格などありませんやっ成功セクター
いいでしょう、見るがいい。このアルテミス自らがあなたを成敗いたします。
愛と平和の大地
愚かな成敗します。ジェイド
セクター
リアクサのごとき人間の命など救って何になるというのです。ジェイドアロー逃がさないよ。ホーリーシャイン。
少々手荒くなるが許せ赤目どうした本領暴根今こそ真の強さを見せてやる無益な殺生はしたくない。さあ殺してくれるぞ。冥界変更一瞬のうちに葬ってやろう。ギャラクシアンエクスプロージョン潰してやるぞやっ
星雲祈願引き下がるという選択肢はないのよ風は許さぬスターボールプロフェシースターボールプロフェシーはあまだまだスター
俺に任せとけ。でも俺は同じ年頃の
そこをどけセイントよ。食らえ任せよザコ。受けてみろ。
安らかな眠りにつきなさい。どこへなりと去りなさい。
この私が行きましょう。失せろ。死ね。どうした。いざ鉄槌を下さん。
コスモよ。
この俺が切り裂いてやるわ。ぜいそれ。死ね。食らえ。天竜剣。
コスモが燃えている限り諦めちゃダメだ。燃え上がれ。くらえ。僕は人を傷つけたくないんだ。
熱く燃やせ奇跡を起こせ。傷ついたままじゃいないと誓い合った遥かな未来。映画じゃファンタジー、そして夢だけは誰も奪えない心の翼だから。Saint Seiya少年バリーだ。Saint Seiya明日の勇者。Oh yeah Saint Seiya 目が覚すように。Saint Seiya 今こそ羽ばたけ。
浄化の光。天魔降伏。
高速カリバ氷結リンゴ。二重人格を切り裂け。絶対0度の剣。アリエス最大の剣。これとライオンサイクロン。エクスカリバーバットロー。敗血大釜。
私リアクタのごとき人間の命など救って何になるというのです。
人の使命とはすなわち星によって導かれし運命。セイントの使命はこの世にはびこる悪を打ち砕くこと。
黙りなさい。
キャッレビラ
満月天山。
愛を知らぬあなたに人を罰する資格などありません。
いいでしょう、見るがいい。このアルテミス自らがあなたを成敗いたします。
愛と平和の大地。
愚かな、成敗します。レイドアロー
センター。
リアクタのごとき人間の命など救って何になるというのです。レイドアロー逃がさないよ。ホーリーシャイン。
少々手荒くなるが許せ。中目どうした。本領暴根。今こそ真の強さを見せてやる。無益な殺生はしたくない。さあ殺してくれるぞ。冥界変更。一瞬のうちに葬ってやろう。ギャラクシアンエクスプロージョン。潰してやるぞ。やっ
星雲祈願。引き下がるという選択肢はないのよ。勝手は許さぬ。スターフォールプロフェシー。スターフォールプロフェシー。はあ、まだまだスターオーシャン。不本意ではあるけれど、ここは私がお相手しましょう。
俺に任せとけ。でも俺は同じ年頃の
そこをどけセイントよ。食らえ。任せる。ザコ受けてみろ。
安らかな眠りにつきなさい。どこへなりと去りなさい。
この私が行きましょう。失せろ。死ね。どうした。いざ鉄槌を下さん。
コスモよ。
この俺が切り裂いてやるわ。ていそれ。死ね。食らえ。天竜剣。でや
コスモが燃えている限り諦めちゃダメだ。燃え上がれ。くらえ。僕は人を傷つけたくないんだ。
熱く燃やせ奇跡を起こせ傷ついたままじゃいないと誓い合った遥かな未来映画説ファンタジーそうさ夢だけは誰も奪えない心の翼だからSaint Seiya
浄化の光。天魔降伏高速エクスカリバー氷結リング。二重人格を切り裂け。絶対0度の剣アリエス最大の剣スコーレット第4サイクロン。
Leave me blinded like the morning sun, falling in your river, waterfalls begun, swimming in the depths of your embrace. We stay with me here until the embers fade. Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Na 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 na. Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Na 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 na. Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. The loudest silence, simplicity. Tell me what's forever to eternity. With pure emotion, I overflow. Will you stay with me here and let the waves unfold? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Na 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 na. Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Na 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 na. Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in embers fade? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. The loudest silence, simplicity. Tell me what's forever to eternity. With pure emotion, I overflow. Will you stay with me here and let the waves unfold? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. Love leave me blinded like the morning sun, falling in your river, waterfalls begun, swimming in the depths of your embrace. Will you stay with me here until the embers fade? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling
切り裂いてやるわ。
愛と平和の大地、神聖プレイ。
シリアクタのごとき人間の命など救って何になるというのです。
人の使命とはすなわち星によって導かれし運命。セイントの使命はこの世にはびこる悪を打ち砕くこと。
黙りなさい。
キャッネビラ
満月天
愛を知らぬあなたに人を罰する資格などありません。やっ
いいでしょう、見るがいい。このアルテミス自らがあなたを成敗いたし
ます。愛と平和の大地、
愚か成敗します。ジェイド
センター。
リアクタのごとき人間の命など救って何になるというのです。ジェイドアロー逃がさないよ。ホーリーシャイン。
少々手荒くなるが許せ。中めどうした。怨霊暴魂。今こそ真の強さを見せてやる。無益な殺生はしたくない。さあ殺してくれるぞ。冥界変更。一瞬のうちに葬ってやろう。ギャラクシアンエクスプロージョン。潰してやるぞ。やっ
星雲祈願、引き下がるという選択肢はないのよ。風は許さぬ。スターボールプロフェシー。スターボールプロフェシー。はあ、まだまだスターオーシャン。不本意ではあるけれど、ここは私がお相手しましょう。
俺に任せとけ。でも俺は同じ年頃のそこをどけセイントよ。食らえ。任せよザコ。受けてみろ。
安らかな眠りにつきなさい。どこへなりと去りなさい。
この私が行きましょう。
失せろ。 死ぬ。どうした。いざ鉄槌を下さん。
コスモよ。
この俺が切り裂いてやるわ。ていそれ。死ぬ。食らえ。天竜剣。
コスモが燃えている限り諦めちゃダメだ。燃え上がれ。くらえ。僕は人を傷つけたくないんだ。
熱く燃やせ奇跡を起こせ。傷ついたままじゃいないと誓い合った遥かな未来。映画じゃファンタジー、そうさ夢だけは誰も奪えない心の翼だから。Saint Seiya少年ラリーだ。Saint Seiya明日の勇者。Oh yeah Saint Seiya 目指すのように。Saint Seiya 今こそ羽ばたけ。
浄化の光。天魔降伏。
高速カリバー氷結リンゴ。二重人格を切り裂け。絶対0度の剣。アリエス最大の剣。これとライオンサイクロン。
Don't leave me blinded like the morning sun, falling in your river. Waterfalls begun, swimming in the depths of your embrace. We stay with me here until the embers fade. Do I let it show in the what's forever to eternity. With pure emotion, I overflow. Will you stay with me here and let the waves unfold? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. Love leave me blinded like the morning sun, falling in your river. Waterfalls begun, swimming in the depths of your embrace. Will you stay with me here until the embers fade? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. The louder silence, simplicity. Tell me what's forever to eternity. With pure emotion, I overflow. Will you stay with me here and let the waves unfold? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Your
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the second day of the first ever Saint Seiya Galactic Championship. We're back for some action. My name is Androli, and it's my pleasure to be back with you today for this English broadcast.
And I am Manano. Thank you very much for joining us today, which is the follow-up of yesterday's tournament. So today we have some great matches. We have the continuation of the players of yesterday that managed to keep on going. So we're going to have some great matches today.
Absolutely. So before we get started, we want to send a huge thank you to this tournament sponsor, who is Huawei App Gallery. Without their support, this would not be possible. If you guys are watching at home, remember you can do it on Facebook, YouTube, Nemo TV, or TikTok. And we also have a bunch of different languages going out.
So let's, briefly, we will see the schedule at any moment, which will guide us through the matches of today. So of course we have the winners of yesterday pass on, and we'll keep on qualifying on today's matches. We will have one semifinal, and then we will have the grand final afterwards, all right? So there we have on screen, as the schedule shows, the tournament started from the 18th, which is the round of 16, then on the 25th of the quarterfinals, which was yesterday. And today we have the semifinal and as well as the grand final following that. All right?
That's right. And in those quarterfinals yesterday, we saw some awesome fights. We had Gianluca, who is the qualifier for today, fighting against Dr. Ajota from America, taking a very, very hard-fought victory. It was a super entertaining match. We hope to see more of that today. And then on the other side, we had DGX against Ice Coke, and he managed to get the victory as well. So he moves forward to today's quarterfinals. Here are the brackets as they are now.
Yes, and we have on one side, we have DGX. On the other side, we have Gianluca. And I'm being informed that on the side of Gianluca, it will be Gianluca versus Black Gold. My understanding of the name, that's what we have been informed. And on the side of DGX, we have another competitor as well. We're not sure right now the name, but we will be updating that as well briefly.
That's right. So for these players from the Chinese server, we are getting some translations so that we can address them somewhat properly. We know Gianluca is going to be fighting against Black Gold, and both Milano and I thought that was a really cool name. We should have thought of that before and used it ourselves. So we're going to see the last standing representative of the global server, which is what we call America and Europe. Gianluca will be defending our honor against Black Gold from the Chinese server. On the other side, we had DGX, the last representative of SCA, against another Chinese player. But DGX, if I'm not mistaken, DGX is actually from Brazil. The player that owns and controls that account on the SCA server is from Brazil. So I'm going to pretend here like we still have an American representative somewhere in the mix here, okay? So I'm fully supporting DGX on that side of the bracket, wishing him the best of luck, because he's really given us some amazing moments throughout this tournament, and we hope to see him in the final.
Yes, absolutely. And Gianluca has been extremely strong until now. He has really proved to play an amazing meta game. And again, we continue the BO3 system for the semifinals on both sides, even if we will be expecting one of the sides, and the grand final will change from BO3 to BO5, which means that it will be a different format for the final. The BO5 is essentially the best of 5, which means win 3 out of 5. And that is going to evolve a completely different dynamic in terms of team distribution. Until now in the tournament, we've had BO3, which means for a lot of the players, 2 lineups are being used constantly, which is Pandora, Commander Pandora, and Artemis. We've seen different fluctuations, different modifications of those 2 teams, but those 2 teams have been completely predominant on BO3. However, as we switch gears for BO5 in the grand final, we will see very, very, very different gameplay.
Yeah, and that should be really good news for everyone, for us as casters to see a little bit of variety, for the audience as well. Finding out that final was going to be best of 5 immediately got me pumped up because we're going to see at least one different team. Okay, we're very likely going to see Artemis Brilliance again, Pandora Commander, but there's going to be one more that comes out to play, and we have no idea what they're going to use because most of the strong units had already been combined with those two predominant teams, right? So what's left? They were already using Orphe, they were already using Thanatos, Divine Taurus. How are they going to adjust, and how long have they had to adjust? Did they know all along that the final was going to be best of 5? Do they have to improvise now with the third team? Did they have the time to assign the Cosmo properly? So I think that final is going to give us a really, really good, fun show. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes, and also that there's a probability that we will see more rounds as you switch gears to BO5, simply because you have a lot of the heavy hitting units get spread over 3 teams instead of 2 teams. So not only do we get more variety of lineups, but also we get a bit more depth into each match as it progresses into, let's say, round 3, 4, 5, with more units surviving in those rounds instead of the complete nuke that we see on BO3, where we see units being eliminated in the end of round 1/round 2. So it will be a more interesting, more delayed match for the grand final as we transition into BO5.
And a chance for other attackers to shine as well. We had, remember guys, we had the show match yesterday after the end of the World Cup. We had some show matches for American and European competitors where there were some bans in place that made that show absolutely amazing. And I expect the same thing for the final today. More attackers, more lineups, some classic units that we haven't seen in a while. Yesterday, we saw the Ice Boys being played. We also saw a Divine Phoenix, which we haven't seen in competition in I don't know how many months. So it's definitely going to make for a much better show today in the final. First, we're going to see that semifinal, though, between Gianluca and Black Gold. That's still a best of 3. We expect similar teams unless they already had to adjust. They already had to switch around their Cosmo. They were forced to make some changes because after the semifinal, they're not going to have time to adjust for the final. They move right away. They move into that fight. So if they already had to make some changes, we could see changes in the semifinal as well. I'm kind of hoping we do.
Yeah, you're right about that. That for some players, it's going to be very difficult as they transition into the final. You're transitioning to a BO5. You have to think ahead of the lineups that you're going to use as you transition from 2 teams to 3 teams. But yes, because of the nature of the global tournament server, you will have to readjust those Cosmos, and it may be little to no time. And the thing about the global server is that you have a finite amount of Cosmos with certain sub-attributes. So you have a certain amount of Cosmos in each type that have a certain amount of speed, that have a certain amount of offensive, defensive, etc. So that distribution will be different as you try to make your characters in most situations as fast as possible on the BO3. As you transition into the BO5, you want to rearrange that. You want to make it so that you have, a certain distribution depending on the strategy, so that you don't have certain characters be too slow because you have all of the speed Cosmos from the BO3 format on certain characters. So that will be a bit of a technicality, so to speak. But let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to make for some interesting changes for the final, especially. Now, also, before I forget, I want to remind you guys that throughout the entire event, throughout all the fights, there's going to be giveaways and there's going to be raffles going on. The way to participate in those is by putting your email address here in the chat of whatever stream you're watching. Remember, we're on 4 different platforms in 4 different languages. So put your email in the comment box, and that way you will be entered for the raffle. If you don't include the email, you don't have a chance to win. We mentioned yesterday that for privacy, it's probably a good idea to use a secondary email or just open a brand new email account that you're going to use just for this, but the organizers need to be able to contact you.
Yes, so make sure that you write down your emails to participate in the raffles. When they happen, we will be transitioning to the screen of the raffle from time to time. And at those times, you have to have your email ready to write in the comments. So the next match is Gianluca versus Black Gold. All right.
Yes, indeed. And even though we're professionals, I think we both agree that we're going to be pushing for Gianluca here a little bit, just so we have some representation in that final. It's not exactly proper, but I confess that I am rooting for him on this one.
No, definitely. I mean, at the same time, I really like the name of the other competitor, so.
Oh, and we're actually getting ready to start here, Banano. Unexpectedly, we're getting ready to start.
Yes. So here we go, Gianluca versus Black Gold. We have Gianluca at the bottom side, and we have Black Gold at the top. We see Gianluca start off with an Artemis Brilliance lineup, and we have Black Gold with the Pandora Commander lineup.
That's right, Manano. And just like yesterday, we have some gift codes. Yes, we have some gift codes for the audience that you can redeem for prices inside of the game. The website is also displayed there. The code this time is Dragon Shiryu. Go enter that on your website and claim those prices. All right, and now let's move on to the action.
Yes.
All right, so we have Gianluca. Yeah, go ahead, Manan.
So we have Gianluca here play with that Artemis Brilliance lineup, and Black Gold, if we look at the order of the characters, it seems like Gianluca has a significant advantage here in speed. Again, as we see the distribution of the Cosmos, where Gianluca made sure that he has as much speed as possible for this lineup, and he's working on those characters, but at the same time, the Divine Tauros of Black Gold is making sure that the characters do not get smashed right away with those basic attacks.
Goodness. And just between the counters from Divine Tauros, the damage from Orpheus, and now Thanatos, Odysseus has lost his first life, okay? But Gianluca playing a little bit differently here. Some units we haven't seen too much. We have Arayashiki Shaka. We also have Shijima in his lineup. Will it work or not? We don't know. He doesn't have enough energy for a big attack from Shaka. Now we're seeing the movements of Black Gold, who is even slower now after Odysseus moves with those 2 AoEs with Decelerator. Okay, so all he can do right now is one individual attack with Gemini Cannon. And Gianluca moves again.
Now, based on what we have seen so far, when the Artemis lineup cannot take out the Pandora Commander lineup tends to overtake the Brilliance lineup. Again, let's see what happens, but that's what we have seen on the previous matches until now.
That is right, and we have now 3 attacks from Arayashiki on that Pandora Commander, still unable to take her out. She gets hit again here by both Shijima and Artemis, still about, she's almost there, and the secondary attack of Shijima takes her out.
So yeah, so as we said before, like if the Artemis lineup cannot take the Pandora, then the Pandora takes over. But in this situation, Gianluca managed to take over the Pandora, which means that Gianluca is now in the lead.
He is in the lead, but he's lost 1 life from Odysseus, and there's still damage, automatic damage, where he doesn't even have to do anything, with Thanatos and Orpheus on the side of Black Gold. There's also the skill from Divine Tauros, which is going to make one of Gianluca's units very, very easy to kill once he takes that soul out. So very good job from Gianluca being able to take out Commander Pandora here on the first round. But this is not over by any means, okay? It's still a very strong lineup for Black Gold.
And also let's remember that Divine Tauros could take the soul of Alone, which is one of the stronger units on the side of Gianluca. And at the same time, the Thanatos could invalidate the Central Cosmos, which would mean that Alone would not come back with the resurrection. All right, so that will be very key there situation where you have on the same lineup the Divine Tauros and the Thanatos. That's a very good move if he manages to pull it off, and he marks the Arayashiki, which is going to be very problematic for Gianluca.
And I'm predicting he might try to go with a revive on the next round. Maybe Odysseus activate a revive, because that Arayashiki is going to have no option but to move twice. There's no way to prevent it. Whatever skill he uses, he's going to cleanse his status and move twice. So that Arayashiki is in grave danger of dying. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we are at the turn of Alone on the side of Gianluca here.
Yes.
He exchanges with Taurus. This is both to get speed and to leave that mark on him. And he goes for a hit on... Who's his target? Thanatos. Can he one-shot it? No. Not even close to the one-shot there, but they are now linked. Whatever happens to one will happen to the other.
Right. I mean, simply the protection of the Divine Taurus is too great to try to one-shot anything on the first or second round, especially in the first round where Taurus still has plenty of health. As we can see there, he still has a lot of health. Now he's going for the Titan Nova on
Shijima, surprisingly.
Shijima. Interesting.
Yeah. I would have expected him to go for Alone, who is... Oh, and Shijima just checks out right away. There's the kill instantly.
Immediately killed Shijima.
Yeah, and now we have Artemis, who has a chance to reset here. She could go for the reset on Thanatos to get that eye off of her, the Arayashiki. There's really not too many options, but if she resets Thanatos, she's going to eliminate the link that Alone placed. So that's a double-edged sword.
There's a reset on Thanatos.
Goes for it.
Yeah.
She goes for the reset on Thanatos, then breaking that link, but removing the eye from Arayashiki. Gianluca has 4 energy here to activate 2 secrets. Is he going to do it?
But he also has to go for Arayashiki. Otherwise, he gets too far delayed into the third round. And it makes sense to reset that eye, that Thanatos. But at the same time, now he goes for the secret. So
yeah, and he did activate a heal. He has 1 secret remaining, which could be Venom. It could be Revive. We're not sure yet. Cannon going for the Odysseus before he can get that second secret off. Because if it's a Revive, it makes no sense to kill anyone else. Here comes Arayashiki.
Shiki's building up.
Yeah.
Every time that he attacks, he gets a buff. So we're seeing here Gianluca with the hope of using that Arayashiki perhaps on the third round.
Yep. And he's going with the individual attacks on that Thanatos. But man, those things are barely... How is that Thanatos built? It's barely taking any damage. All right, he switches to Leo.
It doesn't have Fuchsia, right?
I don't believe. I haven't seen the icon pop up, but here we go.
Oh.
He is going to be able to take him out here, and now
all right.
Black Gold is reduced to 2 attackers. He still has Orpheus and Gemini Cannon.
But again, that Orphe could be very strong with the second Sonata. And here comes the Alone for the hit after the exchange.
Oh my god. And now he one-shots both Shion and Divine Taurus.
Well, Shion is still there hanging by a thread.
How is Shion still there?
He's still
there. This a visual?
He's not even spirit form. He's just...
Oh, he's going to be able to finish him off with Artemis here if he chooses
but
to.
It's not
he also has to...
either.
No, it's so strange what happened to that Shion.
It's just...
I thought it would be turned into a ghost. I'm not sure if it's a visual bug or not, but Artemis has to reset Brilliance here. She has to go for it. Now, Cannon moves. Odysseus is gone. And Cannon is going to go for that Alone.
2. Another one. 3.
Is he going to take him out? Yes.
4.
No, yes. Yes, he does. I think he's out. Yes, he is. It took a while, but he's out.
That makes a big difference right there to get... Okay, so things change.
Things change
and now
very
Arayashiki
quickly.
has to go for the attack, but those defenses of Shion may be a problem.
Yep. He's going to get reflect damage. He's going to get damage from the Serenades. And if I'm not mistaken, this will be his last move. Yep. There it is. Checking out.
All right, and it seems like Black Gold has this one in the bag.
Yes, it does, because there's no way this single exclamation can kill both Gemini Cannon and Orpheus in this move. And next movement, Cannon is going to eliminate him.
Not to mention that as soon as this unit takes action, it will take that damage by Orphe. Unless Gianluca goes here for the exclamation.
He has to. He has to go for the exclamation and stay alive. It will prevent. No, he does not.
Or no, or not.
He's trying to. Oh, he cannot get rid of the Xion.
A bit of healing.
And
a bit
that's gonna be it. That's it. Artemis against the world, and it's a loss for Gianluca here on the first round against Commander Pandora without Commander Pandora.
Right. Still, yeah, exactly. It was a very unexpected turn of events where you see Pandora fall, and at the same time, Black Gold manages to win despite losing that Pandora on the first round. Again, we usually see the opposite, where when the Artemis lineup manages to defeat Pandora Commander, we see that the Artemis usually takes over. All right, but in this situation, Black Gold was so strong that he lost the Pandora and he still won the match with 2 offensive units still alive, as well as a couple of supports. So Black Gold seems to be a very, very strong, very impressive opponent here for Gianluca.
Definitely. And you know what? Judging from the damage output that Gianluca was able to put out, I get the impression that Black Gold went for tankiness on his units rather than straight out damage. Instead of just building them to destroy immediately, he took the approach where he had so much tankiness that even with all the attacks, how long did it take him to kill that Thanatos? Forever. He had to hit him, even with double turns, he had to hit him, I don't know, 8, 10 times before he took him out. So I'm thinking that maybe Black Gold went more for that tankiness approach, a slower kill. Even when he lost Pandora, his units were so tanky that Gianluca was just unable to get rid of them. Very, very impressive for real.
Yes. If you remember well, the Cosmos on the special tournament server, I believe that there's some of them that have less speed, but that have health points on their sub attributes. So that
massive
could be
amount
it
of
also.
health points.
But also let's remember the Divine Taurus. Simply the fact that Black Gold had Divine Taurus and Gianluca did not have Black Taurus, a Divine Taurus makes a very big difference. Again, we go back to the Thanatos, as you said, but the Thanatos was being protected by Taurus.
And let's not forget the damage reduction from Shion Sapuri as well. So it's actually a lot going on there with passives that are not immediately clear from this, just watching the fight, but there's a lot going on. Now, we are going to be drawing lucky winners throughout this entire event, guys. Just like yesterday, we have several rounds of prizes. We have 50, 100, 200, 300, and all of these will be given out either in Huawei Spend Money or Huawei Vouchers, depending on what region you are. If you're in North America and Europe, you will get Spend Money, and players in Latin America will get coupons. If you do not have Huawei service in your area, don't worry, the equivalent of these prices will be given to you in-game by the organizers, all right? So we remind you that the way to participate in these giveaways is to leave your email address here in the comments. I know that's a little bit different from what we usually do. Just copy paste your email address, put it on there, you'll be entered into the raffle, and you have a chance to win some of these amazing prizes.
Exactly. So make sure that you go down there in the comments and write your email to participate, as now we are taking those emails and taking those entries to select the winner momentarily. All right, so some brief moments we will be selecting the first winners for the, I believe, 50 amount, which will be the first stage, and then we will move on as the matches progress into the other prices, which I believe are 100, 200, and 300. So as the matches go on, the prices get higher and there will be more winners. So make sure that you put your email down and participate in every single time that you see the raffles, the lucky draws. All right.
Absolutely. So spam those email addresses, and hopefully we did see some members of the community win yesterday, so we know they are picking the winners from the comments. These are not made up names. We saw several people that I know personally won yesterday. So you have a very good chance. There's a lot of prizes. It's not just one of each. We saw, I believe, 10 50s, then 10 hundreds, then a bunch of 200s, and like 5 300s. So there's a lot going on in total, a lot of prizes to win. Make sure you enter by leaving your email address there in the comments.
Absolutely. And again, make sure that you do it very fast, because at any moment we will be picking the first winners for the $50 value prizes. All right.
Yep. And this will be going on after every round of fighting. We're gonna have a different raffle, okay? So just keep your eyes on the streams. It doesn't matter which one you're watching, if it's Facebook, YouTube, Nemo TV, TikTok, wherever you are, and whatever language you're watching in, leave your email address there for a chance to win.
Yes. And again, going back to that situation that we saw in the previous match with the Thanatos and the Taurus, I mean, it would have been, whoa, but here we have the list of winners, all right? For the 50 coupon points, we have Oscar N, Brian Palomín, Diego Orande, Gabriel Barreto, Brenham, Dark GH, César Centeno, Will Acero, Diego Jesus, Diego Oliverla, Italo Sousa, Altair Giovanni, Luis Enrique Pedro, Frank Misla, Jean Dumont. So congratulations to all of them for winning those $50 in Huawei points or equivalent.
That's awesome. That's 15 total winners for this first giveaway. Congratulations to all 15 winners. I hope you enjoy your prizes.
Yes, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank for the great support of Huawei App Gallery for this event. Once again, remind all the audience and friends that if you want to watch the game, you can watch it through Facebook, YouTube, Nemo TV, TikTok, and you can get rich rewards while watching the game. So thank you very much, Huawei App Gallery, for supporting this event.
Absolutely. And a special thank you for really taking this game to the next level. These global competitions would absolutely not be possible without the help of Huawei App Gallery, their amazing sponsorship. It's what makes everything possible. So, but truly, thank you, I think, from the bottom of our hearts, because we wouldn't have this opportunity otherwise. It's really much appreciated.
Of course. And here we go with the second match. And we start off, we continue Gianluca versus Black Gold. And there we have the code.
Absolutely. Right in between Manano and I, you see a website, you see a code as well. This one has $10 worth of rewards for you in-game. Okay, go to the website that's displayed here on screen. The code is going to be Capricorn Shura. This time, put that in the code check section. Make sure you log in with the same account that you use for the game. Very important. Don't log in with some random email, because the prices are going to go somewhere else. Capricorn Shura is the code.
Code, they have to put it with the exact capitals and lower cases, or?
I would do it just to be safe, to be honest.
All right.
Yep. And here we have second round of Gianluca against Black Gold. And we see Gianluca repeating that lineup of Artemis Brilliance. Black Gold obviously going with Artemis Brilliance as well, but a little bit of difference. No, mirror teams, my friends.
Just exact mirror?
Exact mirror. There's a small difference in the turn order, and there's definitely a speed advantage to Black Gold in this round.
All right.
With his entire team moving before Gianluca's Artemis.
It seems like Black Gold prioritized tremendously on the speed here, as on the previous lineup he was going slower than Gianluca. Seems now he putting all those Cosmos into this lineup here of Artemis Brilliance. All right, and it's an exact mirror, as Androli just said.
Exact mirror, but Black Gold clearly has the edge here on speed with both his Artemis and Odysseus moving first. Odysseus equipped with that decelerator, which brings down the Artemis of Gianluca and makes her a perfect target to get rid of here at the start of round 2.
The Artemis is gone,
Artemis is gone. So Gianluca has Artemis Brilliance team without Artemis at this point. That's a very rough way to start, my friends.
And we also see Black Gold with that alone already activated because of the speed advantage, because of all the actions that his team has taken already. And we hear Gianluca here working on the Arayashiki with the basics.
Who is able to do about 1/5 of the life bar of the enemy Arayashiki. That's about all the damage he can get in. So I don't know, Black Gold seems to have gone with speed and tankiness for the second round. There is no damage reduction in play here. Well, Odysseus does have damage reduction. But other than that, that Arayashiki just basically unable to do any work at all here, any damage.
Yeah. It's just, it's very impressive and interesting to see such a big gap, such a big difference between these two.
Absolutely. We see Gianluca using that exclamation with Mu to try to get some shields up, try to get some healing when those shields break. But Black Gold changes gears and goes for the only character that's available, which is that Shijima, trying to get rid of him.
And here we go. Black Gold goes for the kill, trying to go directly for the attack here on the first round. And
he gets
revives, right?
Yep, he gets it, but Odysseus revives. And the alone on Gianluca's side is just now evolving after his turn. So he's going to have to wait until round 2 to get anything done with that alone.
Exactly. And here we move into round 2. We see the reactivation by Black Gold. We see again the hits with the Odysseus. With that, the accelerator that has been so key for this match right here. And he continues to work on that Shijima. He doesn't like that Shijima, takes down that Shijima. And now he's going to use his own Shijima to work on that Athena exclamation.
Yep. Alone is at about, he's lost about a third maybe of his life on Gianluca's side. And it's looking like a really rough ride here, my friends. The exclamation for Black Gold moves as well, almost taking out this alone. And if I'm not mistaken, he's going to be able to target him again. Or no, it's the special skill that lets you use, that lets you target hidden units. So this Milo cannot hit alone right now.
Right, right. Well, that exclamation Milo, when it launched the attack, alone was not hitting. So now alone is hitting. Now it's a different story.
Yeah, and I believe he used the special skill because he had 4 energy and Black Gold now only has 2. So he did actually go for the special skill to try to kill him in one shot and prevent the revive, prevent the activation of the legendary Cosmo.
Exactly. So if that alone would have gone down, then it would have been a different story. But here, the Gianluca is coming back. He's saying, you know what, I'm not going to go out without a fight. And he starts with the attacks.
Yep, and he has 3 AoE attacks from his Arayashiki here, doing quite a bit of damage. The exclamation moves next, and he could potentially take out 1 enemy unit. He doesn't have enough energy, though. He only has 1. So he's not going to be able to use the special skill.
I think if he would have not lost that Artemis on the first round, that Arayashiki would have hit much, much, much greater, and it would have been a different story.
Yep, he chooses to go with Mu on his exclamation, using that shield again to protect his alone a little bit, and also get some healing if possible. Try to survive 1 more round until Odysseus can activate something else.
And what's great about this move is that the barrier by the exclamation of Alone does not take Alone outside of the hiding. But the exchange here by Black Gold makes it so that he can now hit the Alone. Even if hitting, he goes for the hit and takes out the barrier, but not Alone.
Yes, not quite enough damage to finish it, but we have some more moves from Arayashiki here, hitting both the enemy Arayashiki and Alone because they're linked.
One more, here we go.
And that's it. Alone checks out, which procs the healing from Odysseus. Artemis has a reset available to make matters worse. She goes for the exclamation. And I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be a 2-0 victory for Black Gold here on the first fight of the day.
Yes. Very marked, very clear dominance by Black Gold.
Yep.
It's just something that we did not see yesterday in the entire tournament. Black Gold simply seems like he's at a different level of strategy and gameplay, really. I mean, Gianluca being the very best of the America European server, and again, he's being bested 2-0. Not only a 2-0, it's a 2-0 with almost no units lost on a server where everybody has the same resources, the same the same everything, right? So absolutely congratulations to Black Gold. Extremely impressive. I have not seen anyone play with such tremendous prowess before, in all honesty, to be honest.
No, it's really an amazing victory, man. The configuration, the Cosmos setup that he did for his units, it's just amazing. Being able to get both Artemis and Odysseus to move before the enemy Artemis, then getting moves with his whole team pretty much before Artemis could even activate anything is really impressive. Right. That Artemis was gone before she ever moved even once. I don't think I've ever seen that before in a match. So, and then incredible tankiness, a lot of damage. Just, I can tell he took his time, went through all the Cosmo available to him, and really made the most powerful units he possibly could. So a huge thank you to Gianluca for representing us. It was a valiant effort, but man, Black Gold just brought the fight real strong.
Yes, again, what has to be noted is that this is a global server. Everybody has access to the same Cosmos, the same set of Cosmos. Everybody has the same bonuses in terms of tempos and everything. So usually in other types of matches, we will say, all right, we don't know the differences of the tempos. We don't know the differences of the Cosmos, how lucky a player gets with sub-attributes of speed or not. But in this situation, that is not the case. In this situation, we have a server where every single player is being given the equal resources and everything is flat, everything is the same. So given that, we can easily say that Black Gold did a tremendous amount of studying, a tremendous amount of analyzing all of those Cosmos, again, because the other parts of the bonuses are already set. The tempos are set. Right. The mixer is, I believe, in the very max. Again, everybody has an insane
level.
Yes, it's like, what was the level? 14, 15, or?
I don't even remember, but it's something we haven't even seen on global yet. On our servers that we play on, I don't think there's any players that have reached the level that we see here on this server. So you're absolutely right. You know, all of the stats should have been the same to begin with. Everybody got the same bag of Cosmo available to equip their units with, the same quantity of Cosmo, the same substats, everything. And then it was just a matter of really configuring the best team that you could. And here we're going to see the highlights.
Here we have the highlights on that first round. Again, we saw the Artemis Brilliance against the Pandora. Black Gold manages to win despite losing the Pandora. As we see right there, the Pandora was gone really soon in the match. And anyhow, Gianluca goes for the hit there, but seems like at the end it was not enough. That cannon was hitting, that Orphe was being protected by Shion, and it was just too much.
Yeah, too much damage, even without Pandora. Just the accumulation of damage from Thanatos and Orphe was just way, way, way too much. And he had Odysseus. He went for revives, he went for heals, and it was still just way too much damage. He couldn't survive it. There was no way for him to target cannon. He couldn't apply any damage to Orphe, and eventually it just took him down.
Yes, absolutely. And again, it gets tricky when you have Alone in the game, especially when you have two Alones right there. But it's all about being very tactical. It's all about being very careful with each move. And the fact that Alone can play very well against Alone with that exchange and that connection of to be able to reproduce the attacks, that connection, that bloodline connection.
And Gianluca fighting here until the end, despite losing Artemis on the first move. I know a lot of players would get frustrated right away and maybe just end the match, but he keeps on fighting like the true warrior he is. He had to go through a brutal qualification in his region. Then he had to go through a brutal elimination between America and Europe. Then the round of 22 here. Then the round of 16, quarterfinals, everything. So he's come a really long way to the semifinal. I personally want to thank him for all his effort, for the entertainment he's given us. And I can't wait to see him again. It's a shame that he lost today, but the effort was made, and that's all you can do. You make the best effort you can. He fought to the end, and for that, I respect him.
Absolutely. We want to thank him, and we want to recognize all of his effort until now, and to simply say that at the end of the day, it's a very strategic game. It's a situation where, at this level, any kind of small thing can make a big difference.
Okay. All right, guys. And we are going to take a quick break here. I think fairly soon we're going to have the same halftime we had yesterday. So go grab a coffee and a sandwich. I know I'm going to be doing exactly that. But Ado, are you grabbing some snacks?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, cool. So we'll see you guys again very soon for the final of this global tournament. We should be cutting off any second now. Not exactly sure when. But don't go anywhere, okay? And have your emails ready. There's still more raffles. The final is going to be best of 5. And I'm really expecting to see some different amazing matches when we get there.
Absolutely. So we will be right back after the break.
Yep. Which is going to...
Like the morning sun falling in your river, waterfalls begun, swimming in the depths of your embrace. We stay with me here until the embers fade. Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Na, 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 na. Do I let it show in the afterglow? to eternity. With pure emotion, I overflow. Will you stay with me here and let the waves unfold? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. Love leave me blinded like the morning sun, falling in your river, waterfalls begun, swimming in the depths of your embrace. We stay with me here until the embers fade. Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. Your love takes
エクスカリバーバット敗血大釜念力この俺が切り裂いてやるわ
愛と平和の大地神聖トゥルイ
シリアクタのごとき人間の命など救って何になるというのです。
人の使命とはすなわち星によって導かれし運命。セイントの使命はこの世にはびこる悪を打ち砕くこと。
黙りなさい。
キャネビラ
満月天山。
愛を知らぬあなたに人を罰する資格などありません。やっ
いいでしょう、見るがいい。このアルテミス自らがあなたを成敗いたし
ます。愛と平和の大地。
愚かな成敗します。レイドアロー
センター
ラクサのごとき人間の命など救って何になるというのです。ジェイドアロー逃がさないよ。ホーリーシャイン。
少々手荒くなるが許せ。アカメどうした。音量暴婚。今こそ真の強さを見せてやる。無益な殺生はしたくない。さあ殺してくれるぞ。冥界変更。一瞬のうちに葬ってやろう。ギャラクシアンエクスプロージョン。潰してやるぞ。やっ
星雲祈願、引き下がるという選択肢はないのよ。勝手は許さぬ。スタンフォールプロフェシー。スタンフォールプロフェシー。はあ、まだまだスターオーシャン。不本意ではあるけれど、ここは私がお相手しましょう。
俺に任せとけ。でも俺は同じ年頃のそこをどけセイントよ。食らえ。任せるザコ。受けてみろ。
安らかな眠りにつきなさい。どこへなりと去りなさい。
この私が行きましょう。
失せろ。死ね。大腕どうした。いざ鉄槌を下さん。
コスモよ。
この俺が切り裂いてやるわ。ていそれ。死ね。食らえ。天竜剣。
コスモが燃えている限り諦めちゃダメだ。燃え上がれ。くらえ。僕は人を傷つけたくないんだ。
熱く燃やせ奇跡を起こせ。傷ついたまんまじゃいないと誓い合った遥かな銀河。ペガサスファンタジーそして夢だけは誰も奪えない心の翼。
浄化の光天魔降伏高速エクスカリバー氷結リング二重人格を切り裂け絶対零度の剣アリエス最大の剣これと第4サイクロン
So welcome all back. We're back from the break. I want to thank you all for continuing to be here with us. We have the grand final is about to come up soon. So again, we would like to take this opportunity to thank Huawei App Gallery for its strong support of this event. Once again, remind all the audience and friends that if you want to watch the game, you can watch it through Facebook, YouTube, Nemo TV, TikTok, and at the same time, don't forget to participate in the lucky draw and join us. So thank you very much, Huawei App Gallery, for supporting this great event. And again, we're very excited here to move on to the grand final in just some brief moments.
Absolutely, and as we've seen over the last 2 weeks, this has been a very long road for these competitors, starting with qualifiers in their own region, then moving into a massive round of 16 that we saw on the 18th, quarterfinals that we saw yesterday, and then playing the semifinal and final today. That's exactly what we're going to be watching, is that grand final, and we're moving to a best of 5 format, which is going to make for some very interesting matches. We're going to see units that we haven't seen throughout the whole tournament in play. And here we see, yes, actually it was 2-0 on both sides, Manano. Incredible.
Wow. Yes, exactly. So we see DGX losing there on the semi-final with a flat 2-0. And again, we see the same thing that we just witnessed on the previous match between Gianluca and Black Gold. All right, so we move on to the championship, the final between two opponents that managed to eliminate their own opponents on the previous round on a 2-0 basis. So again, we're seeing two opponents here in the grand final that have been extremely lethal against their previous opponents.
Incredibly dominant, getting to this point and then being able to pull off 2-0 victories in the semifinals is really, really crazy. Okay, so we know that the player from China that we see here on the right, we have been calling him Black Gold. That is the translation we got. And just so we can reference his opponent, the one with the short name, we're going to call him, I'm going to make an executive decision, and I'm going to call him Star. Okay, so we're going to have Star versus Black Gold. That's so that we have a name for them and we can reference them while we're watching the fights.
Yes,
we
absolutely. So here we have the profiles again of the opponents so far. We already saw the semifinals on the BO3, and now we're moving on to the grand final on a BO5 basis. So again, this is the best of 5. This is going to be 3 core teams that they have to build. So it's a different ball game altogether. And again, we move on to the match.
That's right. And guys, I see some questions in the chat about when the other fights took place. I remind you that we have a huge time difference with the players in the Chinese server, and we're about to get started with the action. So they played some of the rounds earlier, and now we can move on to the finals.
So if I'm not mistaken, we are about to start here, and we have Black Gold at the bottom, I believe.
Yep.
And then we have Star at the top. And again, there you have the code Andromeda Shun, which we are pointing to right now. So make sure that you go ahead and redeem that code at the website that is also listed there.
Yep, that's right. And right away, we see some variants here from the typical teams. We do have Artemis Brilliance, but we see her combined now with Pisces, Divine Shun, which we haven't seen at all throughout this whole tournament. Actually, we have mirror matches again, Manano. A small difference in speeds in the turn order, but we have a mirror match going on.
Yeah, so it's an exact mirror, right? Exact mirror, yes.
Exact, down to the Divine Shun that we haven't seen at all. He suddenly makes an appearance here at the same time for this first round of the finals, okay?
So what this can tell us is that until this point, these players, they know that there's a lot of aggression, a lot of quick dispatching of enemy units, and that's why we see most likely the combination of Kane and Divine Shun. There seems to be a preoccupation with just getting eliminated too fast, and there we even see right now that Artemis of Star is already almost about 30% down in health.
Yes, and we see that super fast combination of Artemis and Odysseus on the side of Black Gold, but I'm noticing a difference here. Black Gold was using an Odysseus with Decelerator in the previous fight, so he had time and a chance to adjust. He switches that Odysseus from Decelerator to another legendary Cosmo, which I'm not sure what it is. I haven't seen it proc yet, okay? So they did have time to adjust in between fights.
Yes, and again, interesting enough, with so much the accelerator usage before, we have not seen Healer Pandora or any other type of counter to that. But again, we see the switch from the accelerator to something else. And here we have the Shun that is protecting the Artemis on the side of Black Gold, and the same goes for Star.
The exact same strategy, and Black Gold knows that he was able to eliminate Artemis very fast in his previous matchup, so maybe he's expecting the same, so he goes with the protection on her right away. Okay, now the speed advantage still seems to be on the side of Black Gold here. Most of his units have moved before Star has had a chance. We see the Kane moving first, now Star moves. I wonder if it's going to be the same for Milo and Pisces. That can make a huge difference because there's so much damage. I think whoever moves first is going to have a very high chance of eliminating something.
It really depends on which unit they target with the Divine Milo, because essentially you can have a situation where maybe one of the two opponents decides to use the Milo and the Pisces against the slower Pisces, and that could be a big difference. For example,
yeah, but remember,
not having
we do have
Pisces.
Yeah, but we do have Kane in play on both teams, okay? So both Divine Milo and Pisces have a chance to stay in the game when they're killed. Pisces could even come back with very little life and absolutely wreak destruction on the other team. So this is going to be very interesting what they choose. They're probably going to try to get rid of Kane first, okay? But now here we see a change. Star has the advantage on speed for his Milo. And yes, he goes exactly for Kane.
Yeah.
He's going to have in total, I believe, 3 attacks plus the assist from Pandora.
And he has Rock.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So he might actually be able to take out this Kane here in the first move. Yes, he does.
All right, so the Rock working wonders there for Star as he eliminates the Kane, and Black Gold also comes with Rock.
Yep, and because his Milo is slower, he can take out the Milo on Star's side and he will not revive with Kane. There it is. Milo checks out. The Divine Milo is still moving on the side of Black Gold. He's still going, and Pisces moves first as well. He's going to have the 2 moves thanks to Artemis Brilliance. That's a lot of flowers going out. Not much gets done though, except bringing Shun a little bit low. And here comes the enemy Pisces.
And Star gets lucky. Well, he doesn't get any damage from the enemy Pisces, so we will see a no bonus there on the damage whatsoever, because he did not receive any damage. So let's see what Star does with his own Pisces. He goes for the Milo on the targeted move.
Second one, he actually uses the basic. Oh yeah, he has to use basics. He can't open with the purple rose. He has to use the basic. Okay. So a little bit of damage done to that Milo there from the Pisces on Star's side, and he was a little bit unlucky. It's actually sometimes we've seen it happen where having the slower Pisces is better. The enemy will bring you low, and then your Pisces just goes completely crazy.
And now we have Artemis countering Artemis with the reset to both obligate the opponent to reactivate and probably to also get rid of that defense on the Shun.
Yep. Absolutely. So here we see Odysseus is moving on with the basics. Still no secrets. Just basics, trying to get rid of that Shun. The damage is being done mostly by the assistance of Artemis, more than the damage from the actual AoE. And that is an Artemis with Blood Elf. And going back to what you mentioned earlier, Manano, all this Decelerator, all this Blood Elf in the game, and not a single Pandora. What a huge difference it would have made to have the regular Pandora here. With all of these debuffs in play, she would be healing constantly.
Yes, it will be non-stop. It's interesting to see, because this is something that has been throughout the entire tournament. We've seen a lot of the acceleration. We've seen a lot of debuffs applied. So it's interesting to see that there has not been an updating of the strategy based on what has been used. But what I do want to say here is that it seems like despite losing Kane, it seems like here Black Gold has the advantage, taking out that Milo in the first round and now working on that Shun. And I don't know, it seems like Black Gold may have the advantage here. We'll see.
Yeah, he lost the revive, but he kept an attacker. That was the exchange that happened in the first round. Is Black Gold loses the ability to revive, but Star loses his primary attacker pretty much, the one that he can focus damage with. Because Pisces is amazing, but it's completely unpredictable. He could shoot everything at the chain, he could shoot everything at a target that is going to revive, and it doesn't matter. So Black Gold definitely has an advantage here in damage that he can focus on the enemy unit that he wants to get rid of. Which, if I had to guess, in this round is going to be either Kane or Artemis.
There we see the control on the Artemis.
Oh man, with that Ruck, he's gonna take her out for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
The revive, right?
Yep, Odysseus had that revive secret activated, but now he gets to the AoEs and finishes off Artemis once again. Pisces is going to move, and Star still getting unlucky with those flowers. Okay, there's a big hit. But Star only gets one move.
Absolutely destroying, and now Star manages to get a powered up Pisces, but no Artemis. Eliminates
takes
the
out Artemis though. Takes out Artemis, takes out the enemy Pisces as well.
What?
And this is the craziness that Pisces could do. But this is still very difficult for Star because Shun is hidden and Divine Milo has his AoE attacks. He could finish it here. Odysseus decides to activate a secret. Shun keeps protecting Milo.
Unexpected turn of events here, as we thought Black Gold was with the advantage, but that Pisces absolutely decimated despite not having Artemis.
Yes, he sure did. Decimated Black Gold's team. And we do have Shun hidden on the side of Star as well. He moves the protection to his attacker. He knows that without that attacker, he has zero chance. So this is going to be a fight of Scorpion versus Fish. Who's going to come out on top? We don't know yet.
Scorpion versus
Pisces
versus Scorpion. Here comes Milo with the area of attacks. He has to take out the Shun before
he might just take out everything here. Oh, Shun's still alive though. Shun's still alive. Kane dies. That's Shun. Wait, what Cosmo does that Shun have equipped? Was it Rising Dragon Teeth?
I don't know.
Shun still survives. Pisces is going to move, but he hasn't lost any life. He does have some extra flowers available, though.
But also, he has to take out the Shun as well.
He has to take out Shun first. Oh, and getting lucky there with unlucky with some of the flowers going into the chain, and it's
really
not
unlucky. Extremely unlucky.
Not enough, and I do believe Milo is going to clean everything here. Though Odysseus can activate a venom and put this Milo to sleep after he kills Shun. That's what he has to do here. He has to go for venom.
Right. Yes.
Oh, and he actually gets two secrets. He could go for venom, and he could go for something else. He already played the revive because we saw Artemis come back.
Yeah, because a heal might actually be worse.
Yeah. Well, Pisces is going to be almost full health, I believe, unless when Shun dies, the damage gets applied. I can't remember how that mechanic, how the order of things happens exactly.
He goes for a secret and a basic.
He goes with a heal. Oh, no. That's the Odysseus on Black Hole side.
Secret and a basic.
Oh, my goodness.
That secret, let's see if that secret ends up being the poison or not. That will make everything will be a
Let's
great
see what he goes with. We have the Shun on Star's side. He goes with the protection again on Pisces to keep him low. Here comes Divine Milo.
That's no choice.
And is it Venom? There is the sleep.
Yes,
Pisces is a little bit slow, but I still don't know if Star can win this. No, look at those flowers going into the chain once again.
He's hitting the Shun.
He has to kill Odysseus.
But the Shun has Dragon
kill.
Teeth.
Yes, Rising Dragon Teeth. Oh my god. No way. What a crazy end here. But Milo's asleep for 2 turns. So his movement is going to be cancelled here as well.
But Shun can cleanse that?
Yes, Shun can cleanse that. You're right. I think Shun can cleanse the sleep. Oh, so close.
Yeah.
So close for Star, and yet so far away. Let's see what secret he goes with now. There's the cleanse, and Divine Shun just so strong.
That's it. It's over. The heal.
Goes with a heal, but there's no way this Pisces survives 7 attacks.
Too many turns.
No way. There's the second one. There goes Odysseus, goes bye-bye, and that's gonna be
gold. Black gold, baby. Wins
takes
the
that
match.
first round with a Divine Milo. Unbelievable. That was a really good fight. That was an exciting fight there at the end. So we see that even with Artemis' brilliance in play, we can get some exciting matches when you throw Pisces in the mix. Okay, that Pisces almost pulled off a miracle, then decided to close his eyes there at the end of the round and just shoot all the roses where they shouldn't go. I was very unlucky.
Black gold is my new favorite player, I gotta say. Black gold.
He is showing some crazy stuff at this tournament, for sure.
Absolute. I mean, again, it was well played by Star. He did make the right call with that Odysseus putting the poison, putting to sleep that Milo, but it was just Black Gold had it all figured out. And we go again with the lucky draws, people. Make sure that you put your email down in the comments. Now we will be going for the 100 lucky draw. So make sure that you go right now into the comments below and put your email to participate. In a few moments, we will be selecting the winners for that 100 prize. Okay, it's numerous prizes, so make sure that you participate. You have a really good chance, and go ahead right away to put those emails down there.
Yep, and the prizes will be provided by our sponsor, Huawei App Gallery. And I remind you that they change depending on the region that you are. So if you're in North America or Europe, you will get spend money, and players in Latin America will get coupons. If you do not have Huawei service, if that's not an option for you in your area, then you're gonna get the same reward, the equivalent of that reward, inside of the game that we all love, which is Saint Seiya Awakening, Knights of the Zodiac. So put your emails down, participate, you have a chance to win some pretty cool stuff.
Yes. So again, we're heading here into a BO5. As we said before, this is no longer BO3. We have more matches to come. So this is going to be a long final. I think both of these opponents, we will most likely see at least four matches before any of them go down. And again, let's see what kind of a different strategy Star brings up as he transitions here into the second match. If he's gonna change lineup whatsoever, or is he still gonna continue to come with the same lineup of Artemis, not give any leads to Black Gold, because again, the first one to lose on the first match usually will be giving out information when they switch.
He's already played
lineups.
one hand.
But at the same time, if they don't switch lineups, then they become predictable, and the opponent can go ahead and counter the first lineup that they brought on the first match. So again, it's all about mind games from now on as we head into the CO5.
Absolutely. It should be interesting. And I'm going to take some guesses here as to what we're going to see in other teams. I do believe we're going to see Pandora Commander again, but I believe we're going to see her not combined with Orpheus. Because Orphe is such a strong unit that he can pretty much stand alone in a team and make that team effective. And then you can use Pandora Commander with somebody else. That's going to be my prediction here, is that we're going to see that team split up. We've seen them playing together hand to hand the entire tournament, pretty much in every fight, but I think we're going to see them split here. And we have the winners.
We have our list of winners for the 100 coupons points. We have Victor Ventura, Spiro Play, Jonathan Aburto, Diego Bernardo, Javier Mis, Emerson Olano Mendoza, Max Desperrier, Jerome G, Garlon, and Demond Frederic.
Congratulations to these 10 winners. Each one of you is going to be receiving $100 in rewards thanks to Huawei App Gallery, whether it's spend money or coupons or something here in the game. So taking that chance, I want to thank once again Huawei App Gallery for their incredible support of this tournament, of the game in general. If you're following at home, you can do it on Facebook, YouTube, Nemo TV, and TikTok. And we also have 4 different languages going out, okay? Manano and I are here with you in English. We have Lux and Theo Jarston somewhere else doing the cast in Spanish, and we also have French and Portuguese commentators. And we're going here into round 2.
Round 2 right away, all right? So let's see what kind of differences, what kind of changes we see from both. We know for sure Black Gold has to change the lineup. And of course, we have here the code. So make sure to redeem the code. It's Taurus Aldebaran. So make sure you go to the website and redeem the code right away.
Yep, the website is being displayed there on screen. I can also maybe try to spam it in the chat a little bit later. But the code, this time worth $10 in-game, is Taurus Aldebaran. And we're getting started.
So we
is that a
right
Poseidon?
Off. We see changes. We see big changes here on both sides. We have Black Gold with a lineup that is a bit unusual, as we see here Poseidon, a very big changes using units that are not used very frequently. And on the side of Star, we see the usual super fast Orphe to put that double serenade at the beginning of the match.
Right, and if I had to guess, I would say that Poseidon is going to be used exclusively as a control here. That's a really expensive control, though. That's 2 energy for a freeze, where the Divine Yoga could do it for 1. But regardless of what he decides to do with him, I'm very happy to see Poseidon here in action. He is combining him with Athena SS, and in this test server, I believe Athena is not rebirthed yet. He has the exclamation, he has Hashun, which we haven't seen at all. This is Hades Shun, Divine Taurus, and Alone. Star, on the other hand, is using precisely the combination that I had in mind that we would see, which is the Ichi with Divine Taurus and Orpheus combination that is so strong.
Indeed. Oh. And again, I mean, we're just happy to see that Poseidon, which is rarely used in Jamir. It's a complete rarity. We're very interested. I'm very interested to see how Black Gold is going to use that Poseidon. Is he gonna use different effects? Is he gonna use the wave with combined effects on a later round? Again, he comes with that Divine Taurus. He could stall a bit. He could take some hits for that Poseidon to build up, but on the other side, there's also Divine Taurus.
He goes with a
the Poseidon, no control.
No, he goes with a defense break. He goes with a defense break that unluckily lands on Ichi. It's not exactly the guy you want to kill here. Exactly. So he goes with a defense break. The summon is almost dead already thanks to the damage from Orpheus. And I would have expected him to use a freeze on Shion Sapuri or on Divine Taurus, but no, he goes with a summon and a defense break. Oh, you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to use Poseidon to get Alone to evolve faster. The summon from Poseidon counts as a movement on his team. It will count towards Alone's bar, and so do Athena's double turn. So I think that Alone is going to be able to transform here before the end. He gives him the double turn with Hashun.
Very interesting strategy there. I've never seen before. To accelerate Alone with Poseidon, we usually see that with Isaac Kraken on some lower ranked or unranked Galactic duel matches.
Isaac is a good option. It's 5 movements total, but it's kind of a dead unit. Once Alone transforms, Isaac's only function is going to be to break Shion's shield, which is still a very, very good function. We also see him combined sometimes with Giganto, but that's not what we're saying here. We actually see him with Poseidon, which brings me great pleasure because those who know me will know that he has always been one of my favorite units of the game.
And again, we have here the fully activated Alone on the first round. Goes for the exchange, goes for the double exchange, uses that extra energy, and can also attack.
Yep. He goes for one attack here, but he's taking a lot of damage from Orpheus, man. He goes for the Divine Taurus's ghost. He gets it. So that Divine Taurus was not able to get anybody with his skill here on round 1 on the side of Star. He activates the charge on Radamanthus' wings.
Completely focused on Alone, it seems, from the side of Black Gold.
Yep. Yeah, but he did use the soul on his side very well. He removed it from the enemy Taurus and just one-shot him right away. He also brought the exclamation really, really low. And I believe Athena should be able to execute here. And Mu's revive passive does not apply to the execution. It goes through, the exclamation would die. There's no way to prevent it. He already used Aphrodite's Shyness on Orpheus.
It will cost too much energy.
Yeah, but she already has the energy reduction though, because Alone used a lot. So I believe her skill, I can't see, the screen is really small, but I believe her execution should only cost 4 now. And he has 5 available. Oh, there's the freeze.
With the control.
There's the freeze. Applause for Poseidon, please, in the chat. Let's give him a round of applause. Getting that very important freeze on the Shion Sapuri. Oh, Athena checks out and is going to generate even more energy. The problem is that the exclamation healed. The exclamation healed, so it's not executable anymore. He courses the exclamation on Black Gold's side. He goes for, did he get it on anyone? No.
Here we see the exchange on Alone. He connects the exclamation with the Ichi. He knows that Ichi on the next round is going to be useful, so he goes ahead and goes for the elimination. Ichi gets eliminated. Athena's exclamation gets eliminated. And it seems like Black Gold has the upper hand here, but we still have that Radamanthus there on the side of Star.
We sure do. And I think what Black Gold tried to do was a paralysis on Radamanthus using the AoE, which has a 90% chance, and missed it. I think that's what he went for. He had to go for the, because that actually prevents Radamanthus from freeing his attack. It's a very interesting way, the way it works, that mechanic with Radamanthus. If you paralyze him, he can't do this. Oh, that's a lot of damage, my friend.
He hit very strong, eh? Very strong.
Doesn't take anyone out, though. Poseidon's still alive. Hashun is still alive. So there's going to be, there has to be another freeze coming here. Oh, he goes for Radamantis this time and gets it.
Now that makes that changes everything right there. That control.
Yeah.
It seems
That
like maybe
control.
we're not gonna get to see Poseidon do some damage.
No. Poseidon's function, he takes too long to build up the attacks to then release the wave. All right, Alone exchanges with his own Athena for a full heal. Now he exchanges with Shion, connects
there.
him with Radamantis.
Yes. But basically, because we have the Orphe hidden, goes for the hit.
And I think there it is. So Shion becomes a ghost. Radamantis now procced his death-defying ability. So all he needs is a little pew, and he will die.
Yes. So just one single hit. He goes with the energy attack on the Orphe.
Oh, he tries to kill Orpheus. Doesn't quite get it though. Because Milo is the only unit that can target him. Oh, this is so close, man. This is so close because of the damage from Orpheus.
Again, let's not forget the Divine Taurus with the area attack on both sides. I'm not sure which Taurus is the faster one, but
Hashun checks out, but before he does, he gives the double turn to the exclamation for the next round. Oh, there's the protection from Shion. This is why I thought it was so weird that he didn't freeze
and
Shion.
the Taurus takes out the Radamantis.
Yeah, but now he has to deal with Shion Ghost and Orpheus being protected. I would have thought that he would freeze with Poseidon on the start of this round, that he would freeze Shion, but he doesn't. Is this going to come back to haunt him though?
Because again, the Orphe is hidden, is still hidden, so cannot be controlled by Poseidon.
He's gonna come out of hiding here though.
Oh yeah, it came out of hiding. Okay, so in this situation,
Alone moves first. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Does a double exchange.
So much damage. It's so much Alone cannot even operate.
And now he goes for the freeze on Shion's ghost. And they're linked, so he freezes both units. He freezes Shion and he freezes Orphe as well. Oh, master move.
That's right. Wow. I mean, Black Gold is just something else. Oh my god. Wow.
This dude is a certified genius, my friend.
Yes. I've never seen that done before. Nowhere.
That is so hard to pull off, man. That is so hard to pull off. And he does it with Poseidon. He could have easily used the Divine... Well, Divine Yoga didn't give him extra turns, though. That's the thing. With that extra movement from the summon, he got his Alone to transform in round one. So that does make a difference.
And again, the fact that Divine Yoga might have been easier to kill, may not have survived that long. I think Poseidon can take a bit more damage.
That's true.
Than Divine Yoga. So absolutely genius there from the side of Black Gold. Again, amazing. Black Gold is just something else. I'm telling you this.
I'm so happy right now, man. To see Poseidon win at this level, I am so happy.
And remember that we will be moving forward with the prices, so make sure that you put your email down there in the comments. We will be moving on to the 200 coupon point price, so make sure you put your email down in the comments to participate. Now it's 200. It's a lot. It's a really big price, so make sure that you participate by putting your email down in the comments.
Absolutely. And you will be receiving, depending on where you are, either Huawei spend money or Huawei vouchers, or you could just get a price in the game if you don't have Huawei in your area. So thanks again for the sponsorship. And man, what an amazing match that was. I am so happy to see Poseidon in action. And you're absolutely right. Divine Yoga would have most likely died, because not only is he by nature squishier, Poseidon is a double S, so his stats are higher by nature, but Poseidon also gives himself a shield every time he uses that 2 energy skill. I believe it's about 30% of his HP. So that makes a huge, huge difference. What an amazing move there by Black Gold. I am very happy right now.
Yeah. Again, he just he used a lineup that was completely focused on Alone, and he used Alone to the maximum, maybe to the limit. where we even see that connection, that symbiosis, being completely abused, even with a very old character like Poseidon.
Yeah, because most of the time it's used purely for damage. And Alone did indeed do a lot of damage in this fight. But what we didn't see coming was the Blood Link, and then Poseidon being able to freeze those two units at the same time. It's something that's really hard to pull off because you have to establish that link first, but before you do that, you have to transform. So there's all this sequence of events that have to happen before that's possible, and Black Gold is able to pull it out with the help of Hashun, who we saw for the first time there in that fight.
Now, in a way, I wonder if right at the end, how planned or how deliberate it was, simply because you have Orphe hitting so much that he was almost forced to do the double exchange. And here we have the winners of the 200 Huawei coupons and points: Amilcar Guevara, Julien Otaviano, Jonathan Medina Mongirlo, Eulier Queiroz, Joan Arredondo. So congratulations to all of you.
Congratulations to these 5 winners. Each one of you is getting the equivalent of 200 in prizes. Thanks to Huawei, our amazing sponsor that continues to support the game in every way they can. Everything you're seeing today is thanks to them, guys. So thank you, Huawei App Gallery, once again. You can watch the streams on Facebook, YouTube, Nemo TV, or TikTok, and also in your native language. We have 4 of them going out. Awesome.
Yeah. So just some brief moments, we will be moving on to the third match, which just is about to start right now. Again, we continue with Black Gold at the bottom, Star at the top. Let's see what kind of changes we see in lineup. Let's see if Star manages to make a comeback. And also don't forget the code right there. Unicorn Javu is the code right now. Make sure that you input it in the website for some great prices.
And Jabu finally getting a chance to shine. He says, I have codes as well. This one is worth $5 in the game. Please, I exist. I am not just the 6th saint, okay? I am important as well. I am here with gifts. And here we go. Oh, goodness. All right. So Star here being forced to reuse one of the first lineup that we saw with Artemis, Odysseus, Divine Shun, Cain, Divine Milo, and Pisces.
And on the side of Black Gold, of course, he has to come up with a new lineup. He has to, and he decides to come for that extremely strong lineup of Pandora Commander with the Orphe, which is going to destroy the Calamity right away. And to top it all off, the area attacks of Thanatos and that Radamantis there at the end, just in case, available to finish off whatever is not left. But again, usually, unless Star manages to, at the very least, get rid of that Pandora right away, may be a very difficult match for Star.
Yeah, and he goes with Aphrodite's Shyness right away on Pisces. He's going to abuse the damage that Pisces is going to receive naturally. He's going to abuse that to try to pull off a miracle here at the end of round 1, because Star is completely against the wall. He's down 2-0 against an opponent that was able to snatch that second victory with a completely different team, which leaves Commander Pandora and Orphe and Thanatos available to close the game, which is insane.
Right. So let's see, because he goes ahead, Star goes ahead and hides that Pisces. He knows that Pisces is the key to this match. And again, the situation here may be a little bit more complicated because we have Cain and we have Shun. So to what extent is Star going to be able to get to that final action on this round and use that Pisces? That is what may make or break this game. But
oh my god,
Thanatos,
look at this damage, dude. Look at this damage from Thanatos. Odysseus checks out once. He is in his ghost form. He will be able to come back later. But this Thanatos just wrecked everything.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But
this
again,
is why he is the
let's
god
see.
of death, ladies and gentlemen. He continues to be one of the strongest, craziest units in the game.
We have to see if that Artemis and Pisces get to the end or not. That
Yeah,
is
and
the key
Shun.
point here.
Well, I think they're gonna
Shun
make
has
it.
a
I
tough
think.
decision.
Yeah. He goes
Goes
for the
for the
protection
Kane.
on Kane. Yeah. Goes for the protection on Kane. There's no energy left on the side of Black Gold to activate another Serenade from Orphe, so he's only going to have one active here. But that Milo is still exposed. Star's Milo is going to take damage automatically here from that Serenade. If he dies, he will come
Right.
back though, because Orphe is faster.
I have a hunch. I have a feeling that that Pisces is gonna manage to survive just in there and get some extreme amount of damage.
Yeah, he's going to do one movement with all of this life lost, which is going to hurt. Then he's going to take damage from Orphe automatically, get a second move, and
Yes.
hit again.
Now the Milo on the other side.
There it is.
Okay,
He's dead,
all
but
right.
he will have a chance
Bye.
to come back with Kane. Because Orphe is... Actually, he comes back right away. How interesting this, Manano. He actually comes back right away.
Yes,
Here comes
and
Pisces,
comes
though.
the Pisces, half health, goes
There goes
up,
Orphe.
destroys the Orphe, which actually the Orphe was there to help him. That Thanatos does not get to the area attack, all right? So let's see Thanatos.
Dude, that was such bad luck. I mean, it's amazing to get rid of Orphe. But in this case, Orphe was actually going to help his damage. He gets a second chance to kill Thanatos.
Very close to death, but no.
Pafata!
Fua,
There it is.
papa.
Oh, and Artemis is going to get a chance to
And-
move first. And who is she going to reset here?
黙りなさい
Who is she going to reset?
On.
Radamanthus. Okay, so she decides to get rid of everything he has going on, including the black hole from Kane, which failed in the first round. All right, so Radamanthus goes back to 0 charge. Cannon moves next, and I believe he's going to...
私に任せておけば
Not quite!
Not yet.
Artemis.
Not yet.
Okay, Pandora goes for the Calamity on Odysseus, try to prevent any heals from happening here.
Right. Very well thought by Black Gold. Again, that Odysseus healing would have made a hell of a difference. But that is not going to be available.
The problem here for Star is going to be getting rid of the combination of Shion Sapuri and Cannon hidden in the next round. That's going to be very difficult to kill.
Right. Especially with a Pisces, which cannot hit hidden units.
And that is a mechanic that now that we're here in an official broadcast, I would like to request that that's changed, because Radamanthus being able to hit hidden units and Pisces not is not right. Okay? I protest.
But at the
Alright,
same time, it's a point of differentiation, right? It
Yeah, I
gives
know, but it's,
possibility
just,
of
it's such a
more
fun
combination.
unit. And it's such a fun unit, and he often gets, gets destroyed because of that. He ends up losing because of that. All right, so we see Shun protecting Odysseus, who is a calamity right now. Kane is going to move. He doesn't have too much to fear right now because Radamanthus has no charges. But in the next round, Cannon is going to be able to eat him alive on that first move.
Again, it makes sense for the reset on Radamanthus. Radamanthus is very easy to kill when he's not charging, but at the same time, he doesn't manage to get there in time. He is already charging again. We see the difference, damage reduction.
And he's getting some rocks, though. If he keeps getting lucky, he could finish it off. There's another one. Oh, there's a triple attack.
And another
the
one.
last one does 0, and that's it.
And Radamanthus gets taken out, and now let's see that Pisces.
Yeah,
to
this
come up with a
Pisces needs to do
miracle.
some work here.
Again, getting hit back by the protection of Shion might be an advantage as long as he doesn't die.
Oh, there's Thanatos goes away. There's a reflection, but now here comes Cannon, Gemini Cannon with his big attack. He's got a lot of determination. Able to take out Kane with the first 2. The
Kane,
other
now
ones
he
go
goes for the
on
Pisces.
Pisces. And this
2.
could work to Star's advantage.
3. and leaves it. All right, so now
Now, reminder, Pandora can actually do a massive amount of damage with her attack at this point.
Why he didn't go for the control?
Because she could finish Pisces. He knew he could finish Pisces with the attack.
Yes,
she does so much damage at this state of the game.
Better off to finish it, yes.
Yeah, and Shun's going to probably switch to protecting. I would guess he has to protect Milo here.
Yes. Milo is not yet hitting an area.
There it is. And he's going to have all of his attacks available, but is it going to be enough? I don't know.
Ooh. See the difference in damage between Rook and Chimera? They make a big difference here.
Chimera at this point would be destroying. So Rook is amazing to get extra turns, but you lose a lot of damage potential.
Yes. The cannon, black gold, going straight for the Shun. And after
He needs it
that,
to go on
here
Odysseus.
comes goes for...
And he does get lucky. It goes for Odysseus. He gets lucky. Star gets a little bit lucky here. Pandora goes for the Calamity. Milo is exposed. And he might be able to finish it here. There's the wall again, but Shion does not have a lot of lives left. I think one more touch and he'll disappear. Okay, one more touch and he'll disappear. Someday.
One more touch.
What is this Shion made of, dude? What is the Shion made of? The shield actually
Super
breaks.
Shion. Only Cannon.
And
left.
I believe Star is going to win because Cannon has to focus Odysseus first. Or does Milo start unhidden? No, Milo starts hidden. He has to kill Odysseus, and that's it.
And he gives up.
Oh, he concedes the third. This was what the third round goes then to Star. So we have a 2-1.
2-1. 2-1. So we keep on going. We keep on going ahead with this grand final. And now we're seeing some really big dynamics take place. And it's becoming extremely difficult to predict anything going forward.
Star has a really hard mission now, though. He has to defeat the Commander Pandora team twice if he wants to win this, because it's very likely that Black Gold is going to keep using that same lineup. It's so strong. Star was barely able to win here using Artemis, and he has to solve that problem 2 more times. Will he be able to do it? I don't know. It's possible, but it's a difficult mission for sure.
Yeah, Star may have to do some really quick changes here. And again, we would like to take this opportunity to thank for their great support, Huawei App Gallery. Thank you for support for this event. Once again, remind all the audience and friends that if you want to watch the game, you can watch it through Facebook, YouTube, Nemo TV, TikTok, and you can get rich rewards while watching the game. So thank you very much, Huawei App Gallery, for supporting this great event.
Thank you indeed, because this best of 5 now is really what this game is about. It's what really makes this game interesting, and I believe we're moving straight to round 4. Here we go.
Yes.
All right. Let's see the adjustment that Star has to do.
What kind of dynamics, what kind of changes. Again, Star has to pull the rabbit out of the hat here to counter that lineup that is very strong. Again, we have really, really strong attackers. Again, the only non-damage unit is Shion Surplus.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive. And here we have the other team that I thought we would see too much, is the Ichi, Orphe, and Divine Taurus lineup. Now, is he gonna go with the buff? Guys, we have another gift code, and this one is worth $50 in the game.
Yes.
Okay, there's a website to redeem it. JF7ZLGES is the code this time.
I want to grab that gift code right now.
I know. And I was reading the gift code and I missed it, but I believe Ichi gave the buff to Orphe, which is a very interesting decision, because if he had gone with the buff, no, it's Taurus. I can see right behind you, I can see the top of Taurus's head.
All right.
The buff actually goes to Taurus. So he's going to be able to take somebody's soul here, and it's going to be the enemy Orphe. Get rid of at least one damage dealer, but it means Pandora is still in play.
So indeed, see that Titan Nova on the Orphe. Star knows that Orphe is going to be key for Black Gold, especially using Pandora.
Yep, and look what's coming up here with this exclamation. Using Ayoria with the exclamation, he can place the paralysis. Hopefully it lands. He can place the paralysis on Cannon. No, he goes on Pandora and cancels it completely. I was going to say he could force Cannon to spend energy, but he just straight out cancels Pandora right away.
And
so that
here we
places
go with the Cannon using the energy.
Yep. Yeah, there's no point saving it for Pandora now. Pandora is not going to be able to use her basic, and she can't use skills that cost more than 2 energy. So it completely cancels out what she can do, and Orphe is gone.
So again, we see Star here coming up with a very deliberate counter to the lineup of Black Gold. But let's not forget that Black Gold has that Thanatos, which he doesn't care about counters.
Yeah, there's Thanatos doing Thanatos things. As always, the first explosion has already taken place, and he goes with the mark on Orphe. Okay, now Star does have some protection in the form of Shion Sapuri, but that Thanatos is going to be able to break that shield. No, actually Thanatos moves before Shion, so he won't be able to break the shield.
But
all right.
See, Black Gold hiding that Commander Pandora in order to avoid more control, and at the same time we know that Star has that exclamation, so with the area of attack that that Pandora can still get countered despite being hidden by Black Gold.
Yep, and here we have both Radamantises obviously starting their charges. They're gonna get some wings. Try to do as much damage as possible at the end here of round 1. Star has a little bit of advantage in the charge of his Radamantis. He's 1 wing ahead.
See the counterattacks by the Divine Taurus in this round 2 is still very, very, very much decisive. We don't see a clear advantage from either side at this point.
And Star here does not have the option that he had in turn 1. He cannot place those debuffs on Pandora or Cannon because they're both hidden. He has to get lucky with a paralysis, and he gets it on Cannon. Unbelievably, he gets it on Cannon. He gets it on Cannon, which is actually good because it's going to force Black Gold to use that energy and invalidate his Pandora again.
All right, so yeah, an alternative counter there.
Yeah, but that's pure luck,
Pandora,
my friend, because
Cannon.
He was not able to target any of those 2 units specifically, so he gets lucky. I actually don't know who he selected as the primary target, because the only one that got the paralysis was Cannon. He might have gone probably for Radamantis, and it's the second time we see a paralysis fail on Radamantis, but here comes Thanatos again with a boom.
Thanatos again, who doesn't care about counters.
Jeez Louise, Batman.
Also
he takes out
with the exclamation.
Exclamation is gone because he didn't have a chance to activate Moose Cosmo.
He's just protect Thanatos. That's the whole strategy here.
That's the name of the game. And guys, we have different codes. Wait 1 second, Manano. The codes that we're seeing on screen are actually changing. There's different gift codes. So you're going to have to try different ones in order to get one of those, hopefully snatch one of those prizes. Here comes Radamantis.
Radamantis.
On the side of Star, does take the first life of Cannon, but that's about it. Here comes the Radamantis.
Radamantis like Black Gold.
And this one seems to do quite a bit more.
Yeah.
I can't remember which was the unit. Oh, it was Ichi.
Almost dies with the Orphe damage.
Cannon checks out though, but Pandora's gonna have enough energy, and she can Calamity either Orphe or Radamantis. Both very good options here.
Yes.
Goes for Orphe, and man, this Radamantis needs a miracle, my friend.
Now the question is, Thanatos is gonna go for Radamantis. He's gonna go for the area attack. He's gonna take out Orphe. Oh no, no.
No, it doesn't free him.
Doesn't.
Oh, here comes Divine Taurus, who now Shion Sapuri on the side of Black Gold switches to protecting Radamantis.
More.
Oh my goodness, it's almost enough. This is so close that Radamantis unable to take out Commander Pandora would have been key. And it doesn't even do enough damage to untransform the Calamity.
But now Black Gold comes with his Radamantis, which is gonna completely obliterate.
It's an absolute monster. There goes Radamantis.
And
here
the
goes
aerial attack
Thanatos.
again. Thanatos, Black Gold, Black Gold.
Maybe the last big Frafata of this entire tournament. Or no? No. Oh, it's a Xion who's going to end it. Xion almost does it.
No.
Radamantis is still alive somehow. Divine Taurus.
Oh,
gets a
the
big
Divine
hit.
Taurus. The Divine Taurus. Watch.
Oh my goodness, but no, this is it. Orphe can't kill
finisher.
two characters. He takes out. He does steal. No, this is it. This is it. There's no chance because Radamantis cannot target Divine Taurus.
Radamantis finishes off the grand final of the Global Championship. Congratulations to Black Gold for being the world's winner on this Jamir Galactic Championship. Congratulations, Black Gold.
Absolutely. What an amazing performance this guy put out today. He takes the finals 3-1. I'm glad it wasn't a sweep. We did get to see a round 4. And we see Radamantis finishing it. It was actually a very close round 4. That was very exciting there at the end.
Yeah, it was absolutely close. I mean, we saw right there on that last round the different characters being taken out in succession, one after the other from each side. It was almost difficult. It was extremely difficult to predict what was going to happen, but
Absolutely.
the rhythm ended up playing in the favor of Black Gold.
Absolutely. What a finish, making the effort there until the end. An amazing fight from Star as well. He was down 2-0, managed to bring it up to 2-1, forced the 4th round, but then he runs into a Radamantis that he just cannot beat. So amazing effort by Star as well. Round of applause for him, but really congratulations to Black Gold for taking this tournament that started over a month ago. Manano, this thing has been going on for over a month, with first regional qualifiers, then elimination rounds, then this whole 16 bracket. It's been an amazing ride, to be honest. I love what they did with this tournament.
Absolutely. It's been a thrill to see all of these amazing contestants from all over the globe. Again, we have the China version, the SEA version, as well as players from the global version in both the America server and the Europe server. We've had a representation from all versions of Saint Seiya Awakening, and it's been a complete thrill to be here with all of you and to have this great tournament be sponsored by Huawei App Gallery, and thank, of course, to their support and to see these great matches.
Absolutely. Huge thank you to them. And guys, I really also want to bring up the organizers that put all this together. There's a huge team behind this. All the casters, obviously all the players, because without them, we wouldn't have this show. They've put in an amazing amount of time and effort into making this possible. Like we said, over a month of competition just for this moment. So huge, mega thank you to everyone.
Here we have the highlights of our grand final. You see there on the first match that Milo hitting an area, playing it very difficult for the opponent, their Star, who manages to pull off the heel, but again it comes out to a very tricky end where we see the Milo trying really hard again and again, hitting, but that, let's see, there you go, and the finish off for Black Gold on that first match.
Yeah, and that Pisces on the side of Star made a valiant effort there in the first round. He got unlucky with the roses. They went where they shouldn't go. It ended up costing him the victory. But my favorite round of this final has to be the second one, where I get to see my favorite character and a unit that is not getting a lot of time to shine right now, which is Poseidon, taking that victory for Black Gold with his freeze. Out of all things, freeze and shield. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and here we see Pandora Commander taking out that Pisces there on the third match, and the cannon playing a decisive role as he hits the Shun and goes right away for the end. And again, here we go and move on to the last match for the grand final, where we see taking out that Radamantis, that Thanatos, which was completely key throughout the entire match. It was just too much. The Thanatos always being protected by Xion was absolutely crucial for Black Gold as he was playing the last match of the grand final.
Yep, and that combination of Xion Sapuri plus Thanatos is incredible. It works really well with Xion on cannon as well. But Thanatos played a huge role in this fight, but then Radamantis steals all of his thunder at the end with, I don't know, 1,500 attacks of 200,000 damage each. What an amazing close. No chance for that Orphe to survive. Once again, guys, a huge shout out and thank you to Huawei App Gallery for sponsoring this tournament, previous tournaments we've done in the past, all their support for the game. We have streams going out on Facebook, YouTube, Nemo TV, TikTok in different languages, and it's all thanks to these guys. So thank you very much, Huawei App Gallery.
Yes, thank you very much, Huawei, for all your support throughout.
100 years after the unbridled dumping of nuclear waste devastated the environment, the planet turned into a desolate, radioactive wasteland, and what remained of humanity barely scraped by in this hell on Earth. The discovery of a strange new material changed everything. A material that was completely resistant to radiation, that could even assimilate and resonate with organisms. We call this material M-metal, and thus began a new age of humanity, the Metal Era. Implanted with M-metal, fighters have reached unforeseen heights in the combative arts. Now, step into the ring and discover the true potential of M-metal. Welcome to the Metal Revolution, a brutal fighting tournament for M-metal research.
Excited about as an old school gamer myself. I remember the days of going to the arcade with your quarters, pumping those quarters in, taking up on all your friends, and then laughing in the face when you beat them. As an experience I'll never forget, and we get to recreate it on mobile now.
Yes, and here we go with the last lucky draw. These are the 300 prizes. These are the biggest prizes that we will have today. So make sure you go down in the comments and put your email so to have a chance to win this amazing $300 slash points, which is going to take out in just about any moment. We will have the winners.
Yep, so time to spam those emails, guys, in the comments. I'm keeping an eye on the comments. Make sure you put your email address there so that you're entered into the raffle. Is the only way that you can participate. You know, the organizers need a way to contact you. And then if you are one of the lucky winners, you're going to get either Huawei spend money or Huawei vouchers, depending on where you are. People in North America will get coins. People in Latin America will get coupons. If you don't have Huawei service, you're going to get a reward in the game, which is Saint Seiya Awakening. So make sure to
either
participate.
way, you will get your prize, which is what matters.
Exactly. End of the day, everyone likes prizes. I do too. I wish I was in the chat putting my email. Maybe somebody could put it down for me. But best of luck to everybody that's participating. We should see a list of winners very shortly.
Yeah. But again, it's been a complete thrill to be here. Thank, of course, not only the sponsor Huawei App Gallery, but also everybody that has worked so hard to have this going. And the winners for the 300 coupon points are Michael Lopez, Pavel Palacios, and Diego Jesus. Congratulations to all of them for winning the 300 coupons points.
Absolutely. Congratulations, guys. It pays to participate in these streams. It pays to enter the raffles. These three spectators just won $300 in prizes thanks to Huawei. So thank you very much to them again. And guys, before we're out of time, because I don't know how much we have left, I remind you, after this World Cup, we're going to have a show tournament that started yesterday with the best players or some of the best players from America and Europe. Okay, so that tournament is taking place in our own channels. It won't be through the Saint Seiya Awakening channels. It'll be on Manano's channel, my channel, and a whole bunch of other content creators. So make sure you go and support. There's a huge prize pool for these players as well. And we have some special rules in place that guarantee exciting matches, all right?
Yeah, so make sure you check out the Jamir Global Championship show match, which will be taking place in some hours. So, of course, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you guys soon. Best of luck. Bye.
Bye.
Leave me blinded like the morning sun, falling in your river. Waterfalls begun, swimming in the depths of your embrace. We stay with me here until the embers fade. Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean deep in your desire. I've been baptized by your fire. So when you say my name, it's like a choir. The loud silence, simplicity. Tell me what's forever to eternity. With pure emotion, I overflow. Will you stay with me here and let the waves unfold? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Do I let it show in the afterglow that I'm falling for you? Your love takes me higher. I'm ocean what's forever to eternity. With pure